Yo, what a fucking weird day for a lot of people. First of all, I'm just picturing Elon Musk sitting there. I read somewhere that it's a good day for him, but no way he sees Bezos in space and thinks, today's a good day for me. Not jealous, cunt. He's fucking jealous. I get SpaceX. I know, the whole jam. He's sitting there, fucking livid. Livid, just scratching his fucking big head. God damn you, Bezos. And then, as if it's not weird enough that our billionaires just go to space now, Texas doing some fucking bullshit today, y'all. What? The Texas Senate passed a bill to eliminate a requirement that public schools teach the Ku Klux Klan, the KKK, is morally wrong. Yeah, because that was the problem. Teaching the kids that it was morally wrong. We got to get rid of that shit. Can't keep that around. What? We got the Jackass trailer. That was fucking dope. Weinstein's facing more charges now in LA. Let me ask you this. Why was his back fine when he was raping all of these women? But now his back is all fucked up. Karma? Or old age? It's not that old. He's not that old. What a weird show we have going on live at the Roxy today. Thanks for being here, friends. Thanks for joining me on this Tuesday afternoon where we're talking about Weinstein and Bezos and Jackass and fucking Texas. Also, because I didn't have time to eat this morning, we're eating our fucking lunch together. This morning on SEN Live, we did not make our goals. We started our day off with some non-goal making oriented things. I think the first time I did that, and I'm in a mood, and I look like this. So just let it happen. But not you guys speak. Streamlabs.com/Roxy Strider. Got my LaCroix. Tonight I'm seeing Snake Eyes. I'll keep you guys posted on that. Pretty excited about that. And tomorrow I'm supposed to see Old. And then there's one more that I'm supposed to see this week. What the fuck is it? What the fuck? Oh, no. That's next week. Jungle Cruise. We got movies coming up and everything. Look at the energy she's bringing today. Just look at that. Would you say I'm bringing the heat? Some might say that I'm bringing the heat. You know who can bring the heat? You guys. Streamlabs.com/Roxy Strider. I'm only here for about one more week of shows before I'm on a hiatus for a little bit. Which I still cannot tell you guys about, but I can at some point, and then I will. Going into the Streamlabs on this July 20th. Why is it July 20th like that? Because I fucking said so. First Streamlabs of the day coming through from the Zenist of Glenist, Zen Glen Caesar. He says hello. And a good day, Roxy. And all your nicknames, how are you? I'm okay, Glenn. Just sending well wishes. Thank you for taking the time to hang out. Peace, buddies, hugs, and good stuff to you, Sky, Jet, Grammy, and Papa. Be most excellent to yourselves and each other, RJ and Rockstar's band. The next one, bunnies for Avery Burke. Oh, and Avery's mom. Rest in peace, Chris Burke. #3 Rockstars forever. Go Smets, and everyone's still fighting to smash cancer. Did you guys see he's on an airplane right now? That's fucking cool. I stand against anti-Semitism. I stand against Islamophobia. I stand against Asian hate. #stop AAPI hate. I know that Black Lives Matter. #BLM. Miles Cosgrove, Brett Hankerson, Jonathan Mackley, arrest the cops who killed Breonna Taylor. All three of them for killing Breonna Taylor. Hope today is the day Wouldn't it be great if that was the day and the day that Texas stops teaching about the KKK being morally bad? Jesus fucking Christ. Hope today is the day just for all the people who've lost their lives due to excessive force. Hashtag say their names. Everyone who shows up and gives their support whenever or wherever they can when it gets tough, even if by yourself, you're not alone. Everyone who's battling, please keep on fighting because you're a winner. Every win for you is a win for all. I wish everybody thought of things like that. Cheers to getting fuck yeah news, what brings us smiles, laughter, joy, and maybe bliss in each of our days, our weeks, months, and even our years. Courtney Cox for that Emmy nom. Remember, keep glowing in your flow. You're kind, you're caring, you're fully unique, you're necessary. Ooh, we're sticking with necessary. Being so unselfishly supportive of others, including strangers, whether it's on the internet or not, makes you humane and worthy. Showing up for people who need it and want it makes you priceless. Your story is important, deserves to be seen and heard. Thank you, Glenn. Appreciate you, my dear. And thank you to everybody who is in here live with us right now, including the Zenist of Glens, John Get Bent, French Taunter, Alfred Guzman, Zeno Hour, Andrew Thomas, or Joker 40. What's up, BFFS? Joseph Ashley, Ben Jones, Ken Eulozas. Keep scrolling. Steve Cauldron keeps scrolling. Evan Hooker keeps scrolling. Rob Fisher keeps scrolling. John Bainbridge keeps scrolling. Melissa Byrne keeps scrolling. Lloyd Nance keeps scrolling. All of you guys, appreciate you for being here. Thank you. Come back to Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Striar. Kenneth Put says, how about Kevin Smith this week? Master of the Universe streams Friday, and he announces Clerks 3 is going into production in August. Yeah. Fucking stoked about that. I wish I was going into production with Clerks 3. That would have been dope. Lloyd Nance in the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Striar says, hi, Roxy. You're bringing the heat today. Lloyd, don't you lie to me, Lloyd. Don't you lie to me, Lloyd. I'm bringing something today. What is it? Who the fuck knows? At least I'm here, right? That's the fucking point. Let's drink LaCroix. Grammy's like, when I watch your show, you just break into song. I'm like, Grammy, where do you think I got that from? Grammy breaks into song like every fucking minute of every day. We're just this family who does that. Which is weird. I acknowledge it, but it comes from her. Well, all these things that we're talking about today, I guess let's get this Bezos one. It's not out of the way because I'm interested in talking about it, but it's just like such a weird world in which the number one thing trending on Twitter is that Jeff Bezos went to space for 10 minutes. There was something cool about this, though, that I didn't know was happening because I was really not paying attention to this whole Jeff Bezos in space saga. Again, it's weird to call a 10-minute thing a saga, but that's what it is. But then when I looked into it, I was like, oh, that's pretty fucking cool. There is and again, there's a lot of not cool things about this. Elizabeth Warren tweeted out, Jeff Bezos forgot to thank all the hardworking Americans who actually paid taxes to keep this country running while he and Amazon paid nothing. You know, there's that element of it. But there was one thing that I thought was pretty cool, which obviously was used as a publicity stunt. So he's not fooling me. But at the same time, if you're going to do something, at least do something good. There is this woman, Wally Funk, who was one of 13 women who went through a very rigorous astronaut training program back in the 60s. And then she was denied the opportunity to go to space because of her gender. So there was this program that was like for women, and it was specifically for women. There were 13 of them. They're trained to be astronauts, and then they cut the program, and none of them were able to go. And so at 82 years old, she finally went to space today. Again, only for a few minutes, but Wally Funk, after all of these years, was finally at 82 able to go to space. That's pretty fucking cool. I know. Yeah. And Morning Glory says a PR stunt. I know. I totally agree. I think that it's a big PR stunt, but you know what? I'd rather that than them just not do that, because then she wouldn't have gotten to go. And I was glad she was able to go. There was an 18-year-old who went. I didn't understand that. He took somebody else's place. That didn't impress me at all. This is Alicia Grosso tweeted out, I don't find Jeff Bezos going to space inspirational, or Musk, or Branson. All I see are 3 billionaires using their obscene wealth in a new dick measuring contest to find the next resource to exploit rather than using their money to address the huge problems we have on Earth. I'm telling you. Today, Branson tweeted out and was like, congratulations, I'm telling you. He was not happy. He wants nobody to join his club. The billionaire club, people who go to space, they want that to be theirs and only theirs. It's not. They have nobody else who they can be competitive with. Who can Richard Branson, Jeffrey Bezos, who I keep calling Jeffrey Epstein, my bad. Jeffrey Bezos is bad, but he's not Jeffrey Epstein bad. Jeffrey Bezos, Richard Branson, and Elon Musk. Who can they be competitive with? Who do you compete with when you're a multi-billionaire? Each other. So I don't think they're happy for one another at all. I'm not saying that they should be competing. They should be giving, but they are competing. And I think they all watch and they're like, fucking. But I guess apparently this helped with some stocks, something which ended up helping all of them. When the stocks do well, they all do well because rich people and that. Pramila Jayapal says Bezos' 11-minute joyride cost over $2.5 million a minute. Yes, it's time to tax the rich. $2.5 million a minute. Well, in all fairness, that's what it costs to have a Super Bowl spot. So, and hey, I'm not saying if I was a billionaire that I wouldn't go to space too. I probably fucking would. But first, I'd solve world hunger. I think. I don't know if that would be my first cause, but one of the first. I think I'd probably give a lot of money to brain research. As you guys know, talk about that all the time. Where the fuck's the brain research money? I spend it in a lot of ways. And then, fuck it. Let's go to space. But you haven't given away nearly enough money to go to space, my friend. Not fucking nearly enough. And it's my dream. I feel like it's one of your 5,000 dreams. Not like you trained to be a fucking astronaut. Still kind of cool. Also really shitty. I'm chewing so loud in your guys' ear. ASMR. Evan Hooker says, imagine having enough money to end homelessness in America and still be the richest person alive, but instead avoiding taxes and fucking off to space for 10 minutes. Sorry, I just can't with the real life Lex Luthor, Dr. Evil, MFer. Yeah, I feel that. It's like they make it so hard to like them because why would we? You have all the fucking money. We're all struggling. You don't help your employees. You're not doing your part for the planet. And it's fucking frustrating. Joseph says Branson does charity stuff more than Bezos. That's true. Bezos' ex-wife does a good amount too. Wonder how Bill Gates feels about that. You can't solve poverty with money. Schmendrick 52. First of all, I didn't say you could. I said hunger. Because hunger oftentimes is caused by a lack of money or financial distribution. And I do agree that you can't just give people money and expect them to be able to maintain it and keep it. But you absolutely can implement systems that make it so people are not starving. Schmendrick, if that even is your name. King Dingaling says, Jeff Bezos said, guys paid for this. Said you guys paid for this. Good for him for publicly admitting he exploits his workers. I don't think that's how it works. You know what would help? If minimum wage was raised. Or, like a lot of fucking things. Education, fixing the system. Giving money to low-income communities that have never had a chance. That kind of thing, Schmendrick. My bad, but your name's interesting, so I'm just going to keep on saying it. Because I told you all, I'm in a mood. Roxy's in a mood. Roxy's got a toot. Roxy's really rude. I told you guys I used to sing that to my sister when she was in a fucking mood. Spoiler alert, It does not help when somebody's in a mood. It does not help them get out of that mood. It does piss people off. If you guys want to take that song, though, hey-oh, hey-oh. All right, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. What would you do if you were a billionaire? Would you go to space? What do you think about Bezos going to space? How do you feel about the fact that he brought this woman who, yes, was 100% a publicity stunt, but at least he fucking did it? Wally Oxenfree. Nope, that's Ollie. Google Schmendrick sister Akot. Schmendrick sister. I don't want to because I'm doing a live show right now and I'm busy. Can you just tell me? I love whenever I'm doing a show and people are like, Google this thing. You do it. Schmendrick. Evan Hooker said, I wouldn't allow myself to become a billionaire. Aaron Hall says, I think I'd rather go on Blue Horizon than Virgin Galactic. Yeah, maybe. Ryan says, don't, Roxy. Schmendrick says, we are family, you know. Why, are you a Jew? If not, get out of here with that shit, sis. Oh, it's Yiddish. Schmendrick, are you a Jew? Me trying to look at your pictures if that's helping me. Y'all know my eyes are so busted I can't see shit anyway. Liam says, hello, Roxy. Hello, Liam. Hello to everybody in here. Don't forget to streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer if you want your question, comment, concern read out loud. Otherwise, stay put. We got a lot of things to talk about right now. Other than this very successful trip to space, it is interesting. I am glad that it didn't crash. That would have been a fucking nightmare. I was thinking about that. It kind of felt, this is such a weird thing to say, but I kind of felt like it was going to. So, I didn't think it was going to, I don't know, people were going to die, but I just was like, I don't know. I have a weird feeling about this. It just sounds like it's going to be some fucking movie in the future. Billionaire goes to space, gets too cocky, something bad happens. But hey, it worked. It worked. Joseph said, I don't think Wally Funk would have had the chance if Bezos didn't. NASA did a dick move. That was dick of NASA. The only thing that was confusing was that I guess she bought a trip on, I guess I read that Wally bought a trip on Virgin Galactic, but I don't know what ended up happening there. Morning Glory and everybody else on the internet keeps talking about how the ship looked like a penis. Because what did you think a rocket looked like? They look like penises. That's why sometimes people call their penis a rocket. Not cool people, but people. More talk on this later if you guys want. Streamlabs in. Weinstein's facing more charges. Another really fucking fun topic for the show today. But I couldn't not address it because it's just like, how the fuck is Cosby free? I know that's not what this is about, but you see, Cosby's free and Weinstein's probably there. So how Musk feels about Bezos is definitely how Weinstein feels about Cosby. It's like, motherfucking, how'd you fucking get out of this fucking one? You fucking, that's what I'm guessing. I mean, who knows if that's true? But in my little brain, that's what's happening. Weinstein, who's serving 20-something years in prison in New York, is now facing charges in Los Angeles, which we knew were coming because no shit. He was convicted in 2020 and sentenced to 23 years in prison, and now he's been transferred to California. That was today to face a new round of sex crime charges. Yo, homeboy's going to be there for a really long time unless they find some kind of Cosby loophole, which is disgusting. It's fucking grotesque, but it happens. Weinstein's 69 years old. He looks like he's fucking 408 with the way that he's walking. Wasn't like that when he was assaulting people. Guess it was like a vampire keeping his fucking self young, and now let's hope he ages as ungracefully and as poorly as humanly possible. That's what I feel. In the Streamlabs, let's see if you guys have thoughts on him coming to California. Jake Yakavetta says, Roxy's in a mood. Schmendrick is a prude. Glenn Caesar is the dude. PLD's face is rude. Okay, let's do it. Roxy's in a mood. Schmendrick is a prude. Glenn Caesar is the dude. PLD's face is rude. Jake, you get it. You just got to be a rhyming machine. And that's the way to do it. I liked that Streamlabs. Jake, thanks for playing my game with me. I can always count on you. Oh, guys, I can't say anything yet, but we had a big, long World Goals meeting yesterday. We actually have another one today. And we're talking about the possibility of doing something in December when a lot of you guys are out here. There's some things that we're messing around with right now, and one of them is so fucking weird. Crickety chair, rickety chair. Another rich guy in space. Ho-hum, says Rick. Ho-hum is fucking right. The good thing about this Weinstein thing is that a lot of people deserve their day in court. He's one of them. And the people that get to have him be convicted or accused out loud of the things that he did and all the women that he sexually assaulted and raped, I am happy for them in the sense that they are receiving as much justice as humanly possible after the act. Because there is no justice. You can't take it back. So that. Jake says I'm down for whatever in December if I have time. What the fuck is if I have time? Jake, what does that mean? Rude. Did y'all see that Jackass trailer? That was the best news of the day. God, I love Jackass. We a huge part of World Goals started because of Jackass. We just love watching people do random shit. And obviously we don't fully do Jackass, but we do try a lot of different things. This trailer seemed ridiculous. I like they talked about being there with old friends and hanging out with old friends, and we get to see the gang. And then we see some fucking egregious shit. We see that bull riding thing, which based on the GQ article that we read with Knoxville, we know that he was concussed and sent to the hospital after that. We see some fucking, like, speaking of rockets launching or whatever the hell they're doing there, or people launching out of whatever. We get to see Spider crawling on people's fucking faces and some horrible, disgusting ass shit. And it's funnier and funnier as we get older, as they get older. Watching 49-year-olds do this shit, it's like, wow, damn. I hope that I think this is going to be the last one. Part of me just hopes it happens forever. They deserve to be able to stop, though, and retire, considering a lot of them have families and lives and so many concussions. It's nuts. But the Jackass trailer is crazy for sure. Check it out. If you haven't watched it, it's really something. I love these guys. I really do. I don't know why Jackass just does it for me, because it is super cringe, and you guys know I love cringe, but I don't usually like watching people hurt themselves. Do you guys remember on Collider Live when we'd watch people get injured, and it would always bother me? But they're not getting injured on purpose. That's the difference. Like when people light fireworks and then they get really fucking hurt, I never thought that was funny, and everybody would always be thinking it was so funny. I only think it's funny when you are on purpose, know what you're signing up for, and then it's like, holy shit. And more so than funny, it's just like, I can't take my fucking eyes off this. Joseph says, I'm not into it, but I can watch Fear Factor. I loved Fear Factor back in the day too. I think I would be much better on Fear Factor than on Jackass, because I do have a fear of dying and of cockroaches. But all the other shit, I was like, yep, all the height stuff. God, salad is so good. Sometimes I know that sounds like a skinny bitch sentence, but it's a fully loaded one. Chicken, a bunch of shit. Good dressing. Chipotle. ASMR? Really fucking good, Rox. Really fucking good. Jimmy Nail says, as a person who does stupid human tricks myself, I have huge respect for Knoxville. What do you mean by stupid human tricks? Streamlabs in, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. Do you like Jackass? Do you not like Jackass? Oh, Jackie says Mendocino Farms. Duh. I love Mendo. I love Mendo. So we talked about the Bezos trip to space. Bezos. Jeffrey Bezos. I also like that he calls him Jeffrey Bezos instead of just Jeff Bezos, because Jeffrey is like, I'm disappointed with you. It sounds like you're his mother. Jeffrey, are you planning on going to space anytime soon? Jeffrey. We talked about Weinstein. Harvey. See, that's a name that you can be mad at too. Talked a little bit about that Jackass trailer. We're going to talk about whatever the fuck you guys want to talk about in the Streamlabs. But before we do that, let's talk about Texas. Are you fucking kidding me, Texas? Are you fucking kidding me? Like, what is fucking wrong with them sometimes? I have a lot of friends from Texas. Texas does a lot of great stuff, but also it does some really shady, shitty shit. And this is one of them. The Texas Senate passing a bill that eliminates the requirement that public schools teach that the Ku Klux Klan is morally wrong is the biggest step backwards. Like, how is that not the definition of a step backwards? You are passing a bill. What? Somebody explain to me why we're spending time on this. Why? What the fuck? Who's like, you know what my mission is? For this bill to be passed. Why would that be your mission? Why would you want that? Why are you trying to... I don't get it. I don't fucking get it, Texas. It makes no sense. And this is why people say shit like this. They just can't fucking stand sometimes Texas. And Texas is great and Texas is awful. Texas is both. Every place is both. Texas Senate bill drops teaching requirement that Ku Klux Klan is morally wrong. It's coming from Huffington Post. And new political low in Texas, the Republican-dominated state Senate has passed a bill to eliminate a requirement that public schools teach the Ku Klux Klan and its white supremacist campaign of terror are morally wrong. The cut is among some 24 curriculum requirements dropped from the new measure, along with studying Martin Luther King Jr.'s I Have a Dream speech, the works of United Farm Workers leader Cesar Chavez, Susan B. Anthony's writings, and about the women's suffragist movement and Native American history. So let's just, because the headline was really catchy and fucked up, but just looking at all of this. So here are the things we're dropping. We're no longer teaching them the KKK is morally wrong. We're no longer having them study the I Have a Dream speech. We're no longer having them learn about Susan B. Anthony and the women's suffragist movement. And we're dropping the Native American history thing because, we've made it right by the Native American people at this point. Can you hear my sarcasm? Are you fucking kidding? Critics say the state is promoting an anti-civics education. Senate Bill 3 passed last Friday, 18-4. 18-4. What? Drops most mentions of people of color and women from the state's required curriculum. Yeah, why teach about women and people of color anyway? We're fine. That includes eliminating a requirement that students be taught the history of white supremacy, including but not limited to the institution of slavery, the eugenics movement, and the Ku Klux Klan, and the ways in which it was morally wrong. So students no longer need to learn about the institution of slavery. They don't need to learn about the KKK. What happens with those people who are in bad parenting, who have bad parents, the kids who are in bad homes, where their parents aren't teaching them this shit, and then they go to school and school's like, nah, we don't need to do that. The measure slices out more curriculum requirements from an already restrictive Texas education law that passed last month as a part of conservatives' fear-mongering about critical race theory, a framework for studying institutional racism that is rarely taught in K through 12 schools. The term critical race theory is not explicitly mentioned in either the law that passed or this current state bill. The new bill echoes language from last month's law that bars teachers from requiring students to develop an understanding of the 1619 Project, which calls for a more profound examination of the significance of slavery in American history. So what are we going to teach? If we can't teach them about women's suffragist movement, we can't teach them about slavery. What? And we can't teach them about Native Americans. What is history then? Because aren't those kind of the big three? Like, no, there are other ones, but what? I mean, literally, then take away history class. I'm not advocating for that, but what are we doing then? What are we? It also retains the language the teachers may not be compelled to discuss current events or critical issues of public policy or social affairs, and that if they do, they can't give deference to any one perspective. It's not a perspective. Slavery is not a perspective. Women's rights, not a perspective. How we fucked the Native Americans, it's really not a perspective. Pretty objective. Nothing's objective anymore, but come on. You can't give perspective on slavery because there are so many perspectives. What is the perspective of the white slave owner? And why haven't we dove into that? Says Texas. Are you fucking kidding me? These people who make these rules, people who make the laws, the people in charge, y'all are mad fucking stupid sometimes. That's what I have to say about that. Streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. Jake Yacovetta says, I just mean I have plans/tickets for Thursday night. Friday's open as of now. Saturday is Schmodown and After Party. Sunday is California Adventure, followed by the Chris Clark and Marzonia concert. Monday is Disneyland. The night is open. Leave Tuesday morning. I think a lot of people leave on Sunday, though. You're going to California Adventure. Whoa. On Sunday. We're thinking about doing something Friday. There's a thing going on Friday night, but we're thinking about doing something earlier Friday or earlier Sunday. But Jake might just not be able to come if you prioritize other things. And that is what happens in life. Leonard Kim says, what's up, Dimple Tits? Roxy, I hope things get better for you as the day progresses. My takeaway from your show today is that we need to straighten out our priorities. Facepalm, the hair looks gorgeous. How are you saying the hair looks gorgeous? You can't even see it. And I'm digging the hoodie Roxy vibes. The hair looks gorgeous. Now I know you're making shit up, Leonard Kim. Before I speculated, and now I know. BFFS, what's up, Sir Joker 40? Roxy, you're always exquisite. Throw your Joker card up for my dad's birthday today. Oh, happy birthday to your dad. Just spreading some BFFR love. Quote, I believe whatever doesn't kill you simply makes you stronger, end quote. Keep being strange, beautiful. Hashtag be an anomaly. Hashtag Joker Bunny Gang. I love you, Rox. Back at you, friend. Thank you for being here. And happy birthday to your dad. Thinking about you today, babe. Thinking about you. How are we all today? Mason Allen, fair question. Shout out to some of these names in here that we don't see all the time. Lucy from Earth, that's what's good. So what are they going to teach them? That's all of history. I know. Zozo Hump Tulips. What's up, Zozo? Orwell was a snitch for the British government. He made a list of people he thought couldn't be trusted, including Charlie Chaplin. And by Chapman, I mean Chaplin. LOL, Roxy. LOL. Andrew W. says, Texas is trying to whitewash history. Yeah. But they're just trying to teach. There's just not one perspective. What's the other side of the perspective? Okay, let's go with the Native Americans for a second. Perspective-wise, let's paint a picture. You're here. You've been here for mad years. You're native to America. You're a Native American. You have a family. You cook. You clean. You live. You take care of the land. You have harmony and peace. A bunch of white dudes come through and just start fucking taking your land and say it's theirs because finders keepers. And when you disagree because, what? You've been here. They just start killing you and dumping your bodies in ditches and pillaging and raping and murdering. So that's one perspective. Okay. So, Texas is saying you can't just you can't just have one perspective here though. So let's see, what's the other perspective on that? All right. So you're a white homie coming from across the sea and you see all these people and the other perspective is mine because I said so. Because I don't really see how else we describe the other side of that. What's the other perspective? Mine. Mine, mine, mine. I am supposed to have that and you and this because I was born, bitch. It's low key, that's the other perspective. So I guess if Texas wants to teach both sides, those are both perspectives. Streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. Glenn Caesar says, Roxy, you hosting SEN Live again tomorrow or Thursday? If so, fuck yeah. Also, is Jet flying into LA tonight or tomorrow? If so, nice. What does that mean? Does that mean we'll get Jet on the show? It's always fun when you're together. Love the awesome brother sister banter. I don't know whether I'm going to be hosting tomorrow or the next day. The problem with SEN Live, there's a lot of great things about it, but what I will say is that a lot of you guys have been amazing, and you guys go over there and you support the show when I'm on, but I end up making I can't financially survive off that sometimes, because then on this show we make like $10 because then everybody from here is going over there. And I love when you guys go over there to support, because if you don't go over there to support, we all lose our jobs. But when I do more than once a week, it's financially really hard to maintain. Also, because I have a bunch of other jobs, and I usually do my AfterBuzz meetings in the morning 3 days a week, and that's during SEN. So I think I'll try to go back on SEN one day this week. I just don't know which day. So I'll keep you posted. Yes, for sure, Jet will come on this show. He's coming in Wednesday night at like midnight or like 11 p.m. So after World Girl Wednesday, I'm going to go get him, I think. I don't know when he's going to be on the show. I'll keep you all posted on that. Jake says, I love Don't Give a Fuck Roxy streams. LOL. Yeah, that is kind of where I am. Because they're really, everybody's like, when it comes to the truth, there's 3 sides. Yours, his, and the middle, which is the real one. When it comes to slavery, women's rights, and Native Americans, there's not perspective. There's only one side, and that's it. That's the side. People be making shit up. What do you guys think? We are going to get out of here relatively soon, because y'all, I've been bitching and moping for too long. I also am excited because, like I said, I have a World Girls meeting tonight from, Jake says, you got to pick up Jet after World Girls. Don't send too many shots, y'all. I told him that if we're taking shots, he can take an Uber, which is fine because he might be getting in earlier anyway. Jake says, I'll pay for Jet's Uber. LL. Yeah. We'll be fine. But I told him that. It also kind of just depends on exactly when he gets in. We're last minute flight bookers, and he knows I can pay for his Uber as well. I live very close to the airport, so when there are Ubers available, they're only like $15, which is not bad. I used to live further from the airport, and then it sucked. But Ubers ain't shit, but hoes and tricks. That's what we trying to say here. Again, I am going to get out of here relatively soon because support is light, and I got to get to the World Girls in a little bit. Steph has FCL. I'm going to be working until then. Then we are meeting to try to figure out exactly what's going on. We got to find our new interns for the fall semester. So if anybody is a current college student looking for college credit, we'll post it on our Instagram again. But we're looking for fall interns because we are losing our summer interns. We're going to miss them a lot. And then we also are planning our live or whatever kind of event, all of that, etc., etc. So I will be going to do that. And then we're going to watch Snake Eyes together, D, Steph, and I, because World Girls for Life. And Steph's so excited for that movie. And honestly, so am I. And then we'll review it for you guys on Patreon. I think the embargo's up Thursday. So that's when we'll do that. No Bob and Spence. Nah, says Melissa. Yeah, we're not allowed to keep them. Legally, we're not allowed to have interns who are not getting college credit. So Spencer's graduating and Bobby has a different internship, I think. So yeah, that's what's up with that. But we'll find new great ones, and they'll still be invited in our Discord to kick it. And whenever they want, we adore them. Their semester is done August 1st. Devastating, I know. And also we want to see if we can find people who are LA locals so they can help film on set. Joseph says, I think it's slow on donations because of things opening after pandemic. I know. Been a rough go at it for a lot of us. Anyway, all right, we are going to get out of here. That's my perspective. So I will be back tomorrow with you guys. live at the Roxy, maybe on SEN in the morning. Definitely World Girl Wednesday tomorrow night. We're going to be doing an AMA, so get ready for that. We do have a couple patrons joining us for the AMA because one of our Sundays this past month was the watch along, which we didn't think was fair to have the patrons on for that. So instead, they're coming on for the AMA. So look forward to that. And then that is all, folks. Check your internet. You can do so by blowing on it. Make your bed if you haven't already. Put down the toilet seat and lid. We don't want those buffaloons. Don't Trump with the Holocaust. Brett, Miles, Jonathan, arrest the cops who killed Breonna Taylor, all three of them, for killing Breonna Taylor. Justice for the people who've lost their lives due to excessive force. Stay safe, stay sane, stay young. Sometimes there's only one perspective. And I'll see you guys. Oh, I dropped my pen. Pooh Bear. Out.